Hello, are we here? Okay, so it's Friday the 20th of November, and this time I did do the Google search, and this is the 35th Friday since I started. I'm pretty sure I know when I started. So that's kind of cool, kind of ongoing. Not my 35th live session, there have been considerably more, but there you go. So today is, I'm turning the music down. Today is the 20th, which makes it a day with a 2 vibrating, because 2 plus 0 is still 2. And this is November, which is a 2 month, because 1 plus 1 being the 11th month equals 2, which makes this day there's only one set of calculations that involve subtraction in numerology, but still rather an important part of a chart. And of course, today, if you start subtracting, you get 2 minus 2, which equals cipher, which is very particular energy, very karmic. People who are born with ciphers in their birth date are here doing very deliberate work and a lot of spiritual stuff going on. Hello, Regina. So good to see you. You could do with some guidance. All right. So because this is a cipher day, which is spiritually, psychically very intense energy, I figured that I would ask the cards to show us. What's the word I want? I don't want areas of intensity. Sounds like a poke with a ice pick or something, and I don't want it to be that. But I do want it to be helping to find focus, which is sort of what we always do, but it's finding focus around. There we go. It's about the karmic energy, because the cipher day is very karmic. So karmic focus, where you can be putting attention, where you will be supported putting your attention in the next while. I hope that makes sense. All right, this is for Regina. We are looking for karmic focus. It takes time, but I get there, right? Okay. I'm sure you didn't hear it, but I swear this card made a noise. Okay. This is nice. You have drawn number 6, Snow on the Raspberries. You come here often, Regina. You've probably heard me talk about this card before. This is about allowing. It's about not resisting. Wayne Dyer used to say, "What you resist persists." I don't know if you're familiar with that saying, that the more you fight against something, the stronger it is. Whereas if you step back and just let it be, then it stops stops being a problem. And allowing is sort of about that kind of energy. That things There are things that cannot change. A raspberry cannot control how much snow falls out of the sky. If a raspberry cane tries to stand upright and remain upright and resists the weight of the snow, then it will snap. If it bends over, lets the snow go through its cycle, we know ultimately it will melt and it will run off, or it will blow off, or it will whatever, at which time the raspberry cane can stand up again. So just let things be what they are, and kind of the whole accept the things you cannot change. I don't know if that's it's from the Serenity Prayer, and if that's a concept that resonates with you, that might that might help you to understand it too. So in terms of karmic focus, I have no idea. I don't think I've met you. I know you come here all the time. I do recognize your name, but I don't think you've never had a reading with me. So I don't know what you've got going on karmically. Um, it could be that there are people in your life right now that you have business with, and unfinished business with, from previous incarnations or parallel incarnations. In which case, allowing that to unfold as it must unfold without trying to direct it might be part of the message of this. The color along here, this gray brown, which I really really like, it's the color of resting, and there are several resting cards in the deck. So it's about renewing yourself in the meantime. When with the darker brown are about waiting, and waiting, if you've ever been in a doctor's waiting room, or anybody's waiting room, when you're waiting, it's an active alert, preparing for the next thing, because your name might get called, or your number might get called, or the bell might ding, or whatever it is. Waiting, you have to be present. Whereas with resting, you get to rest and renew, and allow things to go ahead and to happen. Whoops, my screen is acting oddly. Pam, hi Pam, hey Krista. Okay, my thing wasn't scrolling. So Pam, you were here first. Krista would love a card. Okay, so I will do them in that order. Pam first. So I hope that's making sense, Regina. I hope. Good, thank you. All right, so Pam and Krista, and people watching videos. Whoops, let's see. All right. Um, my focus for today, because today is a cipher day, a 2-day and a 2-month, I'm asking the cards for guidance around focusing on our the karmic business that we're here to do, the stuff that we have come back to business to conclude, the unfinished business that we've brought with us, because these are the days when that stuff shows up, for sure. So Pam, you're welcome, Regina. This is for Pam. Focus for Pam is in here, is in there. Okay. Oh, okay. You're around a lot. You've seen this card, I'm sure. Number 9, which is all things. All things. This, I've had a lot of experience. I don't know you personally. This is so lovely that people are showing up that I don't know personally. Although I know you've been here before. This is a card that often shows up for clients who've recently lost somebody who's made their transition to the other side. I don't know if that's true for you, because I don't know you, Pam. But certainly that there is love from the other side for you, and I don't have to be psychic to know that there are people on the other side who care, and there are ancestors, and there are people who have invested emotion in your development in the human experience, and they're on the other side now, and they are sending the message. The nine is that holistic, everything is connected to everything energy. So wherever you are in the presence of the source energy that created all things, and those ancestors, those guardians, guides, whoever else, are also in the presence of the source energy that created all things. So we're all still together, and this is a reminder that you are held in that love, that you are held in that. You are beloved of the universe. You are much loved. These these flowers, they're little yellow flowers, yellow for the solar plexus chakra, where your seat of identity, that place where your personality is rooted in the chakra system. As the season goes on with these, they bring forth these little flowers with the pollination and the processes of the summer produce little blueberries. That's why it's called blue bead lily. And blue is the color of the throat chakra. It's the place of communication. So your personality is being encouraged to communicate with that which is greater, that which is all things. I have no idea whether you're psychic. Number 9 is one of the spiritual numbers. It may be that this is a place that spirit would like you to focus just now. I don't know. I don't. I just do what I'm told. Okay, that was for Pam. Next one is for Krista. Krista, again, I think I haven't met you. I recognize your name from being in here, though. So cool. Thank you. I love it when people come back. I love it when people come the first time. I love it when people come back. I love it when my clients that I've met are here, and I also love it when people I've never met are here. I I just generally really enjoy doing lives. Does that kind of, yeah, that's sort of the message, isn't it? All right, so karmic focus for Krista. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay then. Um, you got new stuff going on, Krista. There's a message of new growth coming through. This is a daylily, and these are oh, thank you, Pam. Daylily. Last year's leaves are still attached to the bulb in enough of a way that they haven't blown away or walked away, stuck to a passing raccoon. But the new life is surging up through last year's stuff and is finding the sunlight and is photosynthesizing and turning beautifully tender and green and beautiful, and the new stuff is coming. So number one, always a beginning. There was nothing and then there was something. So that something really really matters. It changes everything for you as a karmic focus. I think maybe you're in a 1 year. Maybe you've got a lot of one energy going on, which is the beginning of a new cycle. Maybe you're in. I want to say a new job. I'm not seeing a new relationship, but I only see what I'm given to see. So it could be there, and I'm just not shown it. But new activities, new things that you don't want to say duties either, but like you've got new projects to work on, and you're beginning to break out of the old stuff. Or maybe in terms of karmic focus, this is because you have completed some of those closures. Sometimes we come with unfinished business, and it could be that you have completed some of that and you get to leave it behind and forge ahead. Oh, that feels way more comfortable. So yeah, you've got new projects and stuff, and there's nothing in the way. There's no the karmic baggage is dealt with. It's those last dead leaves that we just grow past them, suck the nutrients out of them and move on into your own season. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Cool. All right. So, is there anybody else here? I'm thinking, are you summoning your a family member there, Krista? That's cool. I hope they show up. I love it when people show up. We are. One day I'm going to figure out what is the right time for Facebook for me to post notice that I'm going to be here. Sometimes if I post in the morning, I get scads of people right away. Oh, thank you, Krista. Thank you, thank you. And I'm for those of you who are still here, I have added a Saturday morning for the month of November. I'm doing 9:30 Eastern, doing a live because that hits some of the other time zones that aren't able to. Oh, cool! Thank you. I hope she's here. Alicia, are you here yet? Are you here yet? Love that. Yeah. The name Alicia is a beautiful, powerful one, as indeed is Krista. I love the Krista with a C. I've seen a lot of Kristas with a K, but I like it with the CH. That's very nice. All right, so what am I saying? Tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, doing a live. I hope so too. Absolutely. This is good. Remind her to tell it because I do forget names and identities. After a while of repetition, sometimes they come through, but I have had people showing up like the fourth time, and I'm going, "Oh, hi, are you new?" Because it doesn't stay with me at all, not at all. Yes, I could tell lots of stories about especially being in a physical presence in a shop or somewhere where I have had the good fortune to do a lot of working and to be sitting and have somebody put their head around the corner and go, "Hey, Joe, remember when you told me this, and this, and then that happened?" I have no idea who they are. I have no idea when I told them any of the this is. It's completely alien to me because I'm sorry, I don't remember. It's not my stuff to remember. I'm just here to pass it along, I guess. Alrighty. So if your sister shows up and I don't immediately recognize the name of Alicia, I'm not being rude, I promise. All right. Saturday Live, 9:30 Eastern on Facebook. Exactly here, same thing. Also, on Tuesdays, I'm doing a Zoom event at 2 o'clock Eastern. And you can get that link. You can message me. You can, you can leave me a message here, or you can go to my website at joleith.com, and on the Contact Us tab, there's an email link there, and I will send you. Or you can go also on the website under events. I think the Zoom link is there. Well, thank you, Krista. Love it. So those are all places we can connect up, and Zoom is really nice because we get to see each other and have actual dialogue rather than oh, Krista, I love this. Thank you. That would be so cool. So cool. A lot depends, I know, on time zone because when I started doing this 35 weeks ago, everybody was still pretty much at home and with fairly unstructured time. So Friday afternoon worked well. I tried a lot of different time slots, and this was the best one. But over that time, I know a lot of people's lives have changed, and they're maybe still at home, but they've got a more structured work life, or in many cases, people have started to go out to a workplace during the week, and Friday afternoon they're just not available to be here. So The Saturday morning might work for them. The Tuesday afternoon might work for them. You just never know. Tuesday afternoons I've been doing meditations and guided visualizations, and it's lovely. Oh, Jen, how lovely to see you. Nice, nice. Yes, happy Friday to you too. All right, so you are finished classes for the day, I hope. It's good. Okay, so we're doing, Jen. Today is a day with particular karmic powers. So I am asking the cards about focusing focusing on the areas where we have karmic business to deal with, where we're addressing unfinished business from parallel lives, previous lives, however we want to call them. Okay, Jen. Ooh, Jen. Nice. Number 10. Loving, loving number 10. This is the card of self-awareness. It is, it is, oh, your project, of course, such fun. One is you, is that seed which is Jen through all of eternity, since the moment of creation until forever. 0 is the entire cosmos. It is all things. We add them together and we have Jen and the cosmos, because Jen is the cosmos learning about itself, right? Being aware of your own greatness, of your spiritual identity, of your just how wonderful you are. You are the sun in the rose bush, right? You are. And in terms of karmic stuff, I do know that the family you came to probably didn't teach you this as a little girl, that you are amazing, that you are an expression of all things good in the world. So you get the chance as an adult to put that together and to start to own it and to unlearn some of the lies that they told you that don't fit that story, because we were all told lies. It was just a fact of the culture that we grew up in, right? There are the green color on this is the color of the flowering phase of life, and that coming into full blossom. And as you become aware of how amazing you are, then you get to break out of that little enclosed and restricted space that girls got put into when you were still a girl, and young women got put into when you were a young woman. There've been a lot of limits placed, and that you are at this time, when we ask about karmic focus, that the focus for you to overcome a whole lot of stuff that is present in your life now. Like there's all these leftovers of previous lies. It's about finding the truth of your gorgeousness. Yes, I was talking to people earlier about how I love people who I don't know being here and people I do know being here, and I know you enough to know. Whoops, I've got stuff on the floor trying to bite me. Yes, so I hope that makes sense. Are any of your okay, so Brandy is here. Brandy, if you would like a card, let me know. I don't draw cards for anybody without their explicit permission. So I absolutely, yes, you may have a card. And that's true for any more of Krista's friends who are here. I'm so happy that you have joined us. This is delightful. All right, so Brandy, I don't know how long you've been here. We're talking about focus, a place to focus on our own karmic healing, our karmic tasks that we've brought into life. Today is a particularly good day for addressing this stuff. Okay, so this is for Brandy. And this is for Brandy. Ooh, okay, nice. All right, so thank you for joining us, Lara. So the card that you have drawn is release. The two and the one. Two is the number for relationships. Since you're new, I will tell you I am primarily a numerologist. So the numbers on these cards are really rather important. So two is the number of relationships, community, where two things are relating to each other. One is the number of your core identity. It's the place where you begin. And it is some systems would call it your immortal soul. It is your personality. It is your infinite being that is presently here in the human experience. And they add together, the two and the one. So you're in community, you are your own self. This is you. And those are adding up to a three. And three is the point of creativity and inspiration and new things coming into the physical realm through you, right? So this picture of apples, I don't know how well you can see it. Depends if you're on a phone or a big screen. But these are apples underneath an apple tree that have fallen to the ground and have gotten past the point of being apples anymore. And so they are required to release. Oh, cool. All right. 11 is a huge thing. I'll get back to that. Um, the structure and the existence and the integrity of the apple is being released so that it can move on in the cycle. So the nutrients that it contains are going into the soil to go into the roots, to go into the tree, to go into the future, right? So letting go of that which no longer serves you, letting go of things that are past, letting go of anything that is, and very often it's about ideas and concepts. So it could be that there are some teachers who delve much more into the details of past lives than I ever do, who talk about people who have taken a vow of poverty in previous lives and are now living in poverty in this life without having made a conscious decision to do it. And they say that those vows have followed from other lives into this one. So if there's something like that that you need to release, then that is very possibly what this is saying. It doesn't have to be poverty. You could have vowed to be some kind of a despotic ruler who was going to subdue their people, and this life is for you to rein in that kind of not very positive ambition. But you know what I mean. I'm sure if you've got an 11th soul number, if you scroll down the page, there is a link excuse me, to a magazine called Beautiful Life. And the magazine, the November issue, even on the front cover, it is listed. I wrote an article called The Power of 11, and it is in there, and you might enjoy that if that's your thing. Ashmita, delighted to see you. I'm not recognizing your name. That doesn't mean you weren't here before. Okay, we're doing our focus today is around karmic business that we're doing. Very often our work is simply an extension of that. We bring we bring stuff from other experiences into how we express. People talk about Mozart as a 4-year-old playing piano. Did he learn that in 4 years or did he bring it with him? I would suggest it came with him. Okay, well, welcome, Ashmita. That's lovely. Thank you, thank you. All right, so you are very welcome, Brandy. Hello, Stephen. Okay. I'm reading for Ashmita. We will see if the karmic focus is in any way related to how you make your living and what your career is. Ooh, okay, so you don't say, okay, cancel that. It's trying to make me leave the page. How odd. I don't know if you're between positions or if you're in some kind of a transition, but it's giving you a 5, which is the number 4, growth and expansion and adapting and adjusting to new circumstances. And the card itself is imagination. This peach tree is in a place of stasis. It cannot grow in and of itself. In fact, those leaves are going to ultimately release themselves and fall to the ground. It can only imagine. It can tell itself the story of the past when it was growing and it was photosynthesizing and having a lovely summer, and it can imagine the future when new buds and new leaves are going to appear on here. Oh, that's lovely. So Ashmita, that's and next year is a 5-year. 2021, the 2 and the 1 and the 2, they add up to 5. So you are positioned to be one like really aligned with the energies that are going on. That's lovely. If you didn't say what your career is, what your job is, I would hope that you're not doing anything that is really routine and repetitive, because 5 energy can be really restless and it wants to see new stuff. That ability to adapt and adjust is also an inability to just sit in one place doing the same thing over and over again. And okay, you do need to imagine. You need to do some visioning. You need to do some lists and things. I would love if you would make an appointment. Oh, oh, good. All right, we can barter sessions with each other. That sounds like a plan. Um, so you know what you need to do. It's just one of those getting it out of your head and into your actual day, because you can teach other people how to do it. So yes, good job. No routine. Everybody's different. Every day is different, and that's good, because 5 energy just absolutely withers if it has to be. Yeah, I've got lots of 5s in my chart too. I can't be doing the same thing over and over again. So that is very cool, and that's good. And somebody came in. Stephen, you didn't say specifically that you would like a card, so let me know. Okay, Ashmita, leave me a message or get a hold of me by email from my website. That would be fabulous. I'm a big fan of doing alternative systems like bartering. Yes, I would like that. Okay. Stephen, are you still here? And would you like a card? And if anybody else is here lurking, I know Krista invited a bunch of people. Please let me know that you're here. Tell me in the comments if you would like a card or that you would like a card. Otherwise, I will take a commercial break and tell you that these cards, this is the Wisdom of the Garden Path with the cobweb on the back, the spider web that just is such a wonderful image for everything being connected to everything else. They are available on the website at there's a tab www.joleath.com, JOLEATH. When you go on, there are several tabs on the side, and there's one that says Oracle cards. And when you open it up, lo and behold, you can buy a deck of Oracle cards. You can also purchase the postage depending on where you are. And right now, for the next few weeks, I've got a super duper special add-on. If you buy the cards for an extra $20, you can get 20 minutes of one-on-one tutoring, learning, finding out all about. Oh, thank you, Jen. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so glad that you got those. And it is fun to learn about the cards and learn about how to lay them out and learn about how to read them and all of that. So that's available too. So, yes, if you have questions, you can ask Jen because she bought a deck. Very cool. Very cool. And actually, at the bottom of the page on the website, when you go there, if you scroll down past all the postages, there are a couple of testimonials from people who've bought them and are using them, and people say things like this. I like that. I might just copy that. I love my set of cards. Like that. That makes me so happy. They have been a long time in the process. They just came from the print of this during lockdown. In fact, they got trapped at first because the printers closed in the first big closure, and they were not deemed to be an essential service, which I would argue, but you know, whatever. So they have been fairly recent, but the pictures were taken back in 2007, 8, and 9 on a beautiful property in Nova Scotia, where I was wandering with my camera processing a bereavement. And I very soon realized that some of these pictures would make wonderful oracle cards, but it took me a long time to get it. Just to be in the right space and the right place and for the energy to be right. I'm so glad that I got here. And people who work with the deck have been sending me lovely messages. Regina. Oh, not Regina. Okay. I have had some trouble with this, and I apologize to people. Okay, that is done. Oh. I am sorry, people. Report this comment. Okay, so I can delete this. Whoops. Delete this. And okay, yes, I got him, Krista. Thank you. I've got him banned. Yes. All right. So that's done. Oh, did I just delete Krista's comment? I didn't mean to, sorry. Anyway, yes, yeah. All right. No idea what I was talking about. Tomorrow, it is my plan, my 9:30 Saturday. I'm planning to do a little numerology, and okay, I know what I will do. If nobody's going to be here, we might as well expand our practice. This is a Gabrielle Bernstein deck that has okay. All right, I don't know how many other people are here. Oh dear. So I know Krista's here. And Jen said she was going to stay. These are affirmations. So maybe I will draw a few affirmations, maybe 5, because somebody just talked about 5. Ashmita, was that? And you can choose if there's one that you think resonates and is intended for you. You can screenshot it and move forward. Okay, so here is one. Oh, nice. I choose to learn through love. That's a really nice choice to make. And whoever it was who got card number 9 today, that would kind of align with that. It's a good message for anybody, and for anybody who is consciously making that choice or feeling the appeal of that, then enjoy. Okay. I am drawing this. Ooh. Okay. My fearless freedom lights up the world. That's a little more difficult to embrace, or it is for me. Oh, Krista, you know these cards? They are a lot of fun. I don't use them often. The deck is called The Universe Has Your Back, Gabrielle Bernstein. Yes, wonderful, wonderful affirmations that any one of us can. Oh, nice, good. Good. I love it when people like it. I do. All right, so this is going to be number 3. Number 3. Oh, the print is getting smaller every time. Okay, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Isn't that true? And that's a lovely pink for the heart chakra. That's we've talked about that. I don't know if it was with you. I was with a client this morning talking about the somewhere I've been talking about not resisting things, because when we resist them, oh yeah, because it was we had the raspberries, so it was here. Not trying to stand up in the snow if that's going to break you, not to do that. All right. Okay, Jen, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Kathy, my cousin, how lovely to see you. I absolutely will draw you a card right now. I'm in a different deck, and I'm just pulling affirmations for us all to enjoy and to just take on board the positive affirming energy that appeals to us. Okay. This is number 4 out of 5. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Okay, let me try that again. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So that another really pink one. They're not at all pink, but we're getting lots of heart messages, lots of loving, and yeah, the ultimate. This is that same message again, though, giving myself permission to feel. Because if I resist the feeling, if I'm filled with sorrow and I resist crying, then it's just going to grow and grow and grow and be even stronger and harsher and more difficult. So I yeah, really on board with that. Hello, Kathleen. I will. Yes, my cousin Kathy is in front of you. As soon as I finish this, if that makes any sense at all. But yes, I will. I pull out my deck again. We were quiet for a while. Oh, look at this. These are this 4 out of 5 cards have been all about I choose love no matter what. That's a pretty complete reading, really. So yeah, screenshot that if that feels as though it resonates with you. Take that forward. I'm going to put that away. I'm going to bring back my deck and I'm going to read for Kathy and then for Kathleen. Thank you for being here. I love it. I do. My focus for today, because it's a 2-day and a 2-month. So we're talking about karmic energy. We're talking about a place where we can focus karmic, focus our own actions where spirit is supporting us as we find closure with karmic business that's been left undone, that kind of thing. So this is for Kathy, back from her walk on a lovely day in Scotland. Me, I know. Oh, you got stuff going on, Kathy. This is the synthesis card. This is the energy of bringing things together from different sources, different places, and making something out of them, synthesizing something. The same way that we bring flour from the wheat from the prairie and the vanilla from the Spice Islands and the butter from the cow down the road or across the province or whatever, and we make a cake. This is about bringing things that are not like each other, but pulling them together in a way that makes a coherent something new. We have the one, which is you, your personality. You are at the center of all this. We have 5, which is about change and growth and expansion. So you are changing things and bringing them together, and they're adding up to a 6, which is the number for service. It's the number for improving the community on the way through. And it could be something as simple as you are pulling together ingredients and cooking dinner for your household, the extended members of the household, or the members of the extended household. Or it could be that you're doing something entirely else that I don't know about, which is allowed for sure. But it is you pulling stuff in and gathering together and allowing it to be processed through your intellect and your understanding and your way of being in the world that is then being applied to it. Because the same as no 2 people can make pastry the same, even when they've got the same recipe, right? It's the fact that you are the one who is making this creation is what makes it. So I'm wondering whether there's karmic stuff. I feel as if that there's a burden of a lack of belief in yourself. I don't know if that's true. If there's echoes of childhood stuff that makes you self-doubt. That's the word, self-doubt. And the synthesis card is here to tell you that you can do it. You can do it. And it doesn't matter that you don't do it the same as other people. It doesn't matter that your result is different from other people's result. The fact is, it is yours to own. Okay, I hope that made sense. One day I'll watch the video and wonder what I was talking about, I'm sure. All right, this is for Kathleen. Kathleen's karmic focus on the 20th of the 11th month. I think you've had this before. This is number 3, your point of inspiration, your creativity that flows through you into the world, and the unexpected resources, because there's stuff, no matter how much you focus your work in any one direction or any 12 directions with your work, there's always other stuff that you weren't expecting that is going to support the work, that is going to be a resource, whether it's people or physical resources or financial resources or additional knowledge that is comes available to you. Stuff that you weren't looking for is going to show up. And I think that comes as a karmic focus because you're a very, very old soul and you have so much going on. Your whole life, I know, is cipher energy, the energy that the rest of us are just struggling through today. You get a whole lifetime of it. Your you are the open reed through which spirit can manifest things into the physical world. You are just, oh, you're such a gift to the world, Kathleen. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad that I know you. So yeah, there's good stuff that nobody else is expecting. You weren't expecting it specifically, but because you are where you are, doing what you're doing, and you're open to the possibilities, then it will show up. Yeah. And some of it is going to show up because of relationships and situations and learning and wisdom that you have brought from other lifetimes that you have experienced. Wow, that's so cool. I love this moss. Apart from you, just this card, the moss that is growing in leaf litter and debris in the forest. It's obviously under the canopy, and yet it's able to gather enough resources to gather the sunlight, to photosynthesize, to make itself green and make it feed itself the sugars that come from the green. It's just another tiny miracle, the same as all of us are living miracles all the time. And yeah, I'm gonna shush now. It's, oh, thank you. You are special, Kathleen. You absolutely are. And you are welcome. All right. Is anybody else lurking? Any more of Krista's friends? Did you make it in? I hope. If not today, tomorrow, the 21st of November, on Saturday, I will be here at 9:30 in the morning Eastern time. So good time for some of the people in Europe or the UK and Europe, and a better time, it's the evening for my people. You're not here because you're coming tomorrow, but it's anybody who's got friends in India and areas like that. It will be Saturday evening for them. I would love to see them because I always do. And what else can I tell you? I'd love it if you'd sign up for my newsletter. If you can't find the link on this page, you certainly can find it as soon as you go into joleith.com. Thank you, Kathleen. I have some Zoom events coming up. Not next week, I don't think. Not before Friday for sure. It'd probably be the following weekend. So, but if you get onto my list, you will get the newsletters, and you will get, and of course, while you're at the website, if you don't want to sign up, that's fine. But remind yourself to go check the website at the events tab every now and then, because that's where I share the schedule and the things that are going on. There is, okay, we've got 5 more minutes. This is often the time when people show up. And I didn't pull a card for the community, although those affirmation cards are good for everybody, regardless. I'm going to do this now. So if you're watching on the video, please like and follow this page so that you get notified when I'm on live. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And everything else is all true. This is, if you're on YouTube, this is from the Exploring Paths to Cosmic Wisdom page on Facebook. And that is, it's sort of a nod to the idea that all the paths lead to the top of the mountain. There are many, many paths going up. Oh, nice. Okay, so the community, and it's another 5. We're all about the 5s today. So interesting. Community card for people who are not here, or for people who are lurking and didn't want to speak up. This is your card. You have number 32, which is exploring, and it is a bramble vine, blackberry, vine, that it was growing along a area that was beside a driveway, and then the driveway stopped being in use. So the bramble decided it would go exploring. And it crossed, so it's packed earth that had been packed years and years of vehicles going down. But nevertheless, the bramble was able to reach into it enough to create its rooting. Oh dear me, we got another one. Oh, the same one. Same one with a different name. I'm so sorry, people. I don't know how to stop this. I don't want to take away the public nature of these. Okay, spam. Ban. Done. Okay, so then I will. I'm so sorry. Okay, delete. 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 Wow, they're speedy. Delete. 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 Okay. Laurie K, hello. How good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm just fighting with a spammer and getting them banned and deleted. Okay, I believe they are gone. And whoops, delete that. Cool. All right. So Laurie K, you want me to draw a card for you? So community card, the 3 and the 2. This is the community card. Laurie, let me know specifically that you want a card. 3 is that point of inspiration, that place of creativity and new stuff coming into the world. 2 is the community, the relationships that you have, the stuff going on with other people. They're adding up to a 5. So we're back at that growth and expansion and moving like the bramble moving across the driveway, right? Moving into territory that has not been before. Laurie K, I'm going to pull a card for you from the exploring paths. We're on the exploring paths page from the Wisdom of the Garden Path deck, which is available on my website. Just make sure I get the commercial break in. So we've been focusing today, Laurie, on focusing on karmic energy and lessons and areas of life that Spirit wants us to pay attention to. Oh, I think I know this is true, Laurie. Laurie K. All right, so you have delay. The snowy rose hips. So number 2 is community, is relationships. It's your household and your work colleagues and all of those places and people you watch movies with. Your community, your relationships. 0 is the entire cosmos, and this is a reminder that your community and the cosmos are one always, because we add them up and 2 plus 0 is still 2. So whenever you are relating with people, whenever you're working with or visiting with, you are with all the amazing power of the universe, and that's a magical thing. There is a timing that you cannot control. The cosmos has a plan, and the community is moving along as it is moving along, and sometimes there's just nothing you can do except wait, because there are delays. These are rose hips, which waxwings stop in flocks, huge flocks stop at rose hips to eat them in the winter. They're very nutritious if you're a waxwing. But they can't eat them when they're frozen like this. And there's nothing anyone can do about that. You just have to wait it out. And I think you've got stuff going on in your life now, if I understand correctly, that there's no amount of rushing. There's no you can't climb on your bike and ride to it. You can't cook a stew and make it so. It just, you have to wait until the circumstances change. So like a waxwing waiting for these berries to thaw out so that they can have breakfast. And that feels to me very true for what I know about what's going on with you this last couple of weeks. In terms of karmic focus, I think that maybe not surprised. Yeah, karmic focus. I guess, this has been, you have contracted to this time and these circumstances. There is deliberate learning that goes into you having this time. You have you've scheduled in these delays because possibly the direction that you're going to go forward when the delay is over wasn't available before, and you have to wait for that new thing to come available. It could very well be that. And that could be a very specific karmic healing that is waiting for you. Whether that's a person or a situation, circumstance, I don't know. But yeah, make the most of the delay, enjoy it, learn from it, do what feels good. Abraham Hicks insists that we are here to find joy. So find the joy however you can, and know that when the delay is over, those berries are still going to be delicious, right? So it is good. That's nice. I like that. All right, so people watching the movie, the video, aren't you glad you stayed? Because somebody always comes right at the end. But we are now after 3 o'clock. Yes, I completely makes sense, doesn't it, Laurie? For sure. And I imagine I will be talking to you before terribly long. Yes. Yes. It's yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff, isn't there? For sure. But I know I know what you mean when you type I will try, but my mouth cannot not say do or don't do. There is no try, which I believe is Yoda. You will do what you will do, Laurie, and it's all right. That's what it will be, for sure. All right. I'm going to go. I will be back here next Friday at 2 o'clock. You are so welcome, Jen. Thank you. I'm so glad that you were here. I will be here 9:30 tomorrow morning Eastern, doing the same thing, except I'm going to concentrate much more on numerology tomorrow, I think. Fewer cards, more numbers. And Tuesday on Zoom, Tuesday at 2 o'clock on Zoom. Get a hold of me if you want to be part of that. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone who's watched the video, and stay home if you can. Stay safe if you have to go out. Namaste, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.